So basically, we have this fundamental property for right triangles that the square of the length of the hypotenuse is always equal to the sum of the squares of the legs, right? So basically, if you look at the given triangle we have right here, the hypotenuse here is indicated as a 6. So if you do 6 is square, the hypotenuse is square, is equals to the sum of the other two sides. Now, one side says 2, so this is 2 squared, but the other side is unknown. What the textbook is suggesting, hey, write a letter for that unknown, b, so you know that you have to find b. So the relationship between b and the other sides of the triangle is the following. Hypotenuse is square, which is 6 squared, is equals to the sum of the squares of the two legs. The two legs is 2 and the unknown b. So if you solve, which the textbook does, you get that the value of b is 4 square root of 2. So what we're going to do now, we're going to be using this property of right triangles about the lengths of the sides of the right triangle. So once you find something that's unknown to the right triangle, you basically can now compute all trigonometric functions. And I believe that's what the textbook is asking, right? So I have to probably keep both visible here, the triangle and this, because we need to compute these trigonometric functions. So let's go over sine of theta. Now, sine of theta, let me clean up a little bit this mess. So again, this is b. Theta is this angle right here. This is theta. So for sine, I need the opposite of the angle theta divided by the hypotenuse. Now, the opposite is exactly the value b that was found in the textbook, and that is 4 square root of 2. And we're going to divide this by the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is 6. Because this is a fraction, we always present the result in the lowest form of the fraction, so you can simplify 4 and 6, so you get 2/3. So the answer here is that we have 2 square root of 2 divided by 3. So sine of theta is 2 square root of 2 divided by 3. Okay, cosine is next, so I'll probably put somewhere on the side here because I have very little space there. So cosine of theta is defined as adjacent of the angle theta divided by the hypotenuse. Now, if you look at the right triangle, the adjacent has a measure of 2. So this is 2. So we have 2 divided by the hypotenuse, which is 6. And simplifying the fraction means we have 1/3. So 1/3 is the cosine of the angle theta. Now, the next one in that list, which is not showing the screen right now, is tangent of the angle theta. Tangent is opposite of the angle divided by adjacent of the angle. We have that the opposite is the value of b, which is 4 square root of 2 over, and then the adjacent, which has a measure of 2. So I get that the value is 2 square root of 2. So what I want you to try to do on your own time is to complete this list, right? So you basically take the reciprocals to get the following list.